The mind deafens us not just to Krishna but also to the body. Suppose we are walking on a street and suppose some big vehicle is coming from behind, then somebody may warn, hey, watch out, move aside. But if we are impaired in our hearing, if we are not able to hear, say because we have put big earphones on our ears and we are deafened to the outer world, then the danger will come upon us and will destroy us. That vehicle may kill us also. So to be deafened is to be vulnerable, is to be endangered. The same principle applies in our overall life also. Especially when we are trying to live a principle-centered life, at that time, dangers come to us in the form of various temptations. And Krishna is present in our hearts, and Krishna is our inner guide. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto mattah smritir jnanam apohanam cha. He says, I am present in the hearts of everyone and I guide everyone. But what happens is, we become deafened to Krishna. Why? Because the mind comes in between, just like an earphone which prevents us from hearing what is going on outside. Similarly, we are prevented from hearing Krishna's voice because our mind is captivated by illusion. So the mind has its own fanciful ideas and it is making us hear those ideas. And because of that, we can't hear what Krishna is saying. And now it's not that the mind makes us spiritually vulnerable. Actually, the mind makes us even materially vulnerable. How? Because the mind deafens us even to the body. Say, for example, when we try to, when we are eating food, the body has a biological need for food and we need to eat appropriate food in the appropriate quantity. But beyond biological hunger is psychological hunger. The mind's craving for food. And when the mind starts craving for food, we eat and the mind says more and more and more and more. And in this way, we keep eating more and more, far more than what the body needs. And thus, we may become obese, we may become morbidly obese, we may hurt ourselves. So the body has its own, in a sense, voice, not a verbal or audio voice. The body gives a signal to us that now it's enough. But when our mind is screaming more and more and more, then we become deafened to Krishna and we become deafened to the body also. So the uncontrolled mind is the enemy not just of the soul but also of the body. Sometimes people eat so much food that the body gets overburdened. Now I can't eat more. Sometimes people eat so much that eventually they throw up. But still they want to keep eating, keep eating. Why? Because the mind has gone mad. So we have to recognize that our mind is a deadly enemy. The Bhagavad Gita cautions us in the 6th chapter. In 6th verse it says that Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitaha anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat. That as long as the mind is uncontrolled, it is our enemy. That we can't have enemy worse than the mind. So by recognizing that the mind is always going to deafen us, we have to conscientiously be alert in our hearing. So if we regularly study scripture and hear Krishna's message through scripture attentively, then when the mind starts deafening us, then because we have pushed the mind aside and heard from Krishna externally, we will become more receptive to him internally also. And thus, instead of succumbing to the mind, we will surrender to Krishna. So, tameva sharanam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantim sthanam prapsasi shashvatam. So instead of listening to the mind, we will listen to Krishna and we will let ourselves be guided on the path of life by Krishna. And by that we will attain the supreme peace and the supreme destination. Thank you. Hare Krishna.